Good afternoon, everybody. So you can see I'm out here kind of trying to start the rendering down of the champion splitter so that I can be able to, get this thing taken apart in pieces that it's just easier to work with. So we have a hydraulic place down the road here, and they are super helpful. However, I am not. Um, there's so many different uh, types of fittings for hydraulics that with me not knowing anything about it to begin with, is very hard for somebody in a hydraulics how can I say service provider to really hone in exactly what kind of fittings I need. So we went back and forth yesterday a little bit. I went down and I grabbed the plugs that I thought were going to work the way I needed them to. However, not all hope is lost here, right? So my intention originally, I was going to take these plugs and I was going to put them in the end of the hydraulic line itself and block off the line, and then block off the valve here. Now I know with the valve in the neutral position, it's going to be closed and I really shouldn't be losing any hydraulic fluid as it is. It's more about cleanliness. I want to keep debris out of the valve system and out of the whole hydraulic system as a whole. So this isn't going to work for here. Oops. However, once I get this 90 here and there's a 45 over here, once I get these off, I can then screw these back into the hoses themselves, and I can use the caps, which I have right here. I have a couple of these caps, and I'll be able to put these babies in there and block it off all together, and I will still have the same result. So now that might be exactly what my friend Richard was thinking, but because of all this reducer and all this stuff here, like I said, it's a little bit of an art to hydraulics and understanding, not just the physics of it, but all the fittings and everything. So let's get this thing taken off. I want to get the cylinder off of here. I want to get it on blocks and put aside for the duration of the project. I'm not going to be really doing anything with the splitter itself. Maybe rebranding if time allows. I'd like to sand it down, change a color or something like that. But anywho, that's all in the future. So let's get this thing taken apart here and put off to the side somewhere out of the way and safe, and we'll go with it. Stick around. Wow. Might be the only way for me to yank on it with that 45-degree sweep. Kind of. All right. Time to get my dead blow hammer. I probably should have brought this out to begin with. Wow. That bugger is in there. Sounds like Bo is honing in on something. Nobody coming down the driveway. Who knows? He tends to sound off at anything and everything that moves. Where did I put that? There it is. Come on, you bugger. Tell me it's not the right size. It's not the right thread either. It's got to be the right size. if there's a burr. This again is to a standstill here. Must mean that this isn't even right. Yeah, see, that's weird, right? So this is working here. Oh. I'm gonna get my O-ring kit. I'm gonna see if I can still utilize these the plugs themselves, but I got this O-ring kit. All right, so I got this O-ring kit here from Harbor Freight years ago, and it's come in handy quite a few times actually. So let's see here. Yeah, that should do. So this, in combination with the O-ring, maybe that's too small. Try the next size down. Yeah, that should be better. Yeah, that'll do it. I think the plug, combination with the O-ring, will actually keep it from dribbling out. Beautiful. I like it. All right, so that's good. We're still gonna get this thing off of here. Just have to take some old rubber gloves or something, zip tie them around the ends of those hoses and keep them up above the heart, and see if we can still start taking this thing apart today. The show must go on. What they do with mommy when they come up from the barn. Bo looks forward to this every day. He loves that frisbee. So that's everything to him. And Ellie too. Ellie's actually, she's getting up there in age, but when she was younger, she used to jump up for the frisbee as well. But these days, she's just as happy running around, enjoying just running, just being part of it. She doesn't even care if she gets the frisbee. What a show off. Oh, wow. Good thing that was a nylock nut. Boy, that sucker would have been gone a long time ago. That just goes to show you, always do a pre-trip inspection. Holy, yeah. That's exactly why nylock nuts are important. They definitely have a reason to exist. All right, so I think maybe I'll just use the handle of this to neutralize the pressure. Oh, maybe. There's that. And try to gently slide that out of there. Boy, this thing's going to be heavy. I don't know if I want to pick this up. Oh, God. Let's see. Break out the old Gerber. Hope you guys can see this. Not that it's anything. Oh, can't miss it. Velcro's great until it sticks to everything. All right. Okay, here we go. All right, there's that. Obviously, now you can see why I just put that little tiny notch in there, just to keep it from rolling off the 4x4s too easily. So, but I guess that'll be its home. Probably have to move it around a couple times, I'm sure. But that's going to be its home for a while. And now the next step is going to be taking the beam off of the subframe, and that is so that I can modify. I got to do some welding on the hydraulic tank. I got to take off the brackets that were from the factory, and I got to put on my own base and all that hubbub. So that's going to be it for this video. I apologize, it's not anything great and exciting at this point. Right now it's just taking everything apart, and I still have a little bit of figuring to do. Everything so far has kind of just been in my head, and now I've just got to make it come out of these things here. And I hope you guys stick around for the project. Again, like I said, it's not going to be something for everybody as far as you know, modifications that just anybody's going to be able to do. Not that I'm anything special, but again, like I said, having the equipment to do it is really the biggest thing, because everybody's creative. But there's walls to climb, you know, and fortunately years ago I had made it a priority to acquire these things for, you know, maintenance and repairs around the farm. And this is kind of a side benefit to it. So anyway, and also there's a couple other channels that have been kind of bringing this up, and that's the fact that, you know, there's a lot of people, subscribers, that for one reason or another, we don't know if YouTube does it or it's some sort of a glitch in the system or what, but they somehow become unsubscribed. So if you are somebody who has subscribed over the past 3 years, just double check to see if your subscription is still activated. You might be surprised that it isn't. And then that, again, that'll, it could possibly bring my subscriber count up simply because you unknowingly got unsubscribed. So anywho, if you do like the content you see here on the Mount Tammy Ridge channel, if you could like, subscribe, share with any of your friends that might be interested, and I'll see you guys on the next video. I hope you stick around.